How do you become a copywriter and get paid if you're under 18? That's a good question. I was asked in the comment section that's what I want to do. They said they're passionate about it. This video goes out to, it's PECVRYX-EC4PV. Guessing that's computer generated, possibly personal to them, not sure. This young man's 15 years old. He said he's passionate about digital skills and website design, SEO, content writing, etc., copywriting. But he's facing some setbacks, right? Because Fiverr, Upwork, they only cater to people that are 18 or up. So what is he gonna do? It got me thinking, what can he do? He sent me that comment last night, and I was thinking all day today, like, I'm not really sure. I'm not in that predicament, right? I'm not under 18. But there are so many people out there, so many young men that want to, and young women, that want to better themselves, be financially stable, and they don't have to go into an office. Why would you? You want to sit at home and work on a computer, but not just your home. You could do it anywhere. You could be on vacation with your family, right? You could be in another country, living the dream, traveling around, right? That's what we all, near and dear to our hearts, it's what we all want. But at the end of the day, we just would really like to spend more time with our family. But this young man being so young, this goes out to you. You have something none of us have. All you young people, you have one currency, a fucking thing that is so priceless. Not even Elon Musk himself or Bezos can buy it. At least not yet. Time. You have so much time. And the fact that you're 15 years old and you want to become a copywriter and you're getting interested in it now, oh, man, if I could talk to my younger self, I think you get what I'm saying. This young man is eager to learn, right? He's applying his skills, and he says he's not necessarily in it for the money, but he's 15. No offense, but it's about money. Financial freedom, my friend. Trust me. I understand what you're trying to say. You're not greedy, and you're not trying to, get all these, riches right now. But one day you might want a family. You're definitely going to want a financial security for yourself. Copywriting, especially if you get in this early, marketing and all that stuff, it's endless, the possibilities. You can do it. You can do it. And it inspires me when somebody reaches out to me that's that young, that wants to do this, that has so much potential, so much time on their hands. And that's another thing. That's an advantage you have over the rest of us. You're 15. You don't have the responsibilities we do. Take advantage of that. That is your superpower. Time. So he's seeking advice about gaining practical experiences on landing a client. He commented on my interviewing video and said, yeah, sure, awesome. You gave me some tips about interviewing. And he came across my video because I left a comment on another channel of copywriting. Copy that. And if you haven't followed them, do it, because their content is the best. You get so much out of it for free. They do offer other things, but their free content, I don't even know how they can do it. It is so much of a treasure trove. It's amazing. Anyway, back on topic. So he wants to land a client, and he goes, how do I land that interview? I mean, how do I do it? Well, my friend, it's not gonna be easy. If you can't get on Upwork and Fiverr, and those platforms have kind of made it easier for people to at least get their bearings. For me anyway, Upwork has been very nice to teach me on the do's and don'ts, right? And what I'm good at and what I'm not good at and what I need to learn from. I'm not saying you can't do anything outside of Upwork. Of course you can. There's plenty of people on YouTube, at least they claim to. I have not done it myself, so I cannot speak to this, but they reach out to potential clients online by the way of Instagram is a big one. Cold email is one, but oh man, cold email, what, 20% open rate, maybe 1% you'll land the job. You gotta send out hundreds of emails a week, and you don't want to just copy paste. I mean, you can, but the percentage is probably even lower. You gotta personalize it, and then maybe you can boost that up to 2-3%. So yeah, 100 proposals, maybe 3 to 5 return to you, and that's on the high end. And obviously, to get those returns, you have to be very skilled at these emails, right? The subject line. I think you know, because you've been studying copywriting now, you know how important it is to grab that attention and keep it so they keep reading. And then that call to action so they call you, right? Okay, so what do you do? Well, first, you said you're practicing all the time. That's great. But my recommendation, I'm not sure if you're doing it. I'm sure you have an email of your own. Go through your emails, look at those emails, and practice rewriting them better. Especially the ones that are garbage, do them better. The ones that you think are pretty good, still try. Okay, now that you've done that, you can use that as your practice portfolio. Then your next step can be going into businesses that you like. I don't know what you're into, but let's just say you're into, sports, Nike, right? You're into technology, Apple. You're into some sort of hiking, REI, right? And I'm naming big brands here, and obviously it'd be way harder to get those jobs. Not impossible, but I get it. But my point is, you're going to go into those websites, look at their landing pages, look at their home pages, about pages, all of that, their social media presence, and just watch and learn and just practice rewriting it. Put that in your portfolio. But make sure you put in there that it's practice. You don't want to come off like you've worked for them before, and you don't want to have to explain that, oh, no, I never worked for them, that was just practice, and they're like, well, that's kind of deceiving. No, put practice. You're only 15. You have that on your side. And that gets me to that point. You are 15 years old. You're not going to go after these big hitter companies, right? You don't have any experience. You can't get on Upwork and Fiverr, but that's fine. You don't need that. What you can do, I don't know where you live, but you can go to your local businesses and go on their websites and find out where they're lacking, right? And then don't even email them or call them. No, go in. You're 15. It's gonna be nerve-wracking and you're gonna be really nervous. That's okay. That's okay. Recommendation, start at your least favorite and start there. That way, when you finally work your way up to the companies you would love to work for in your nearby area, you'll be better and practiced. And hopefully when you walk in, and even then you're still a newbie, and interviewing in person, even for us, relics, is still nerve-wracking. What you have to do, what I do, I'm not saying it's gonna work for you, but what I do is I go in there and I simply just say to myself, all they can say is no. But if I never came in, it was always a no. So all I have to do is go in. Worst case, they say no. I leave. But silver lining, I didn't lose. I win by learning from what I did wrong, or maybe it went well, they're just not interested. And that is how you have to come at this. Not that you just want to write copy for them, emails for them. No. Your sales pitch should start with, I want to make you money. Because if you have an email list, now this is you talking to them, you have an email list and you think you're capitalizing on it, but I've read through some of your stuff and I don't think it's doing a good job. See, you're 15, so you can get away with this. When we're older, we kind of have to not offend them, but you're 15. If you come in there bold and confident, you can get away with some shit, my man. Use it. Come in there confident, tell them their shit is shit. Tell them you can do better and give them guarantees. If they don't get a percentage, like a 10% hike in X amount of time, that they don't have to pay you. You're 15, man. You don't have rent and other bills. You're not dependent on this money. This is a practice run for you in your local area before you spread out. Use it, because if you do well here, you'll get these testimonials. And let me tell you, you're 15. These people would love to talk about you because you will be living our dreams, even their dreams, going to get it at 15. We all wish we did it. Okay, well, that brings me to payment, right? Because how do you get paid? Because you're 15. Now, I believe Venmo and probably Cash App, they allow you to get paid as long as your parents, I believe, sign up for you, kind of like a consent thing. I'm not sure how Stripe works or PayPal. I would do that. And obviously, hopefully your parents are on board. If they're not, that sucks. But yeah, you got to figure that out, because you don't want to go out there and then all of a sudden when they ask you how do they pay you, and you're like, and that brings me to the final thing here.